qualities that make a great teammate?
Well, you want to play the guys who care as much about the game as you do, a guy who puts the team first, a guy who gets you involved, a guy who has the same dreams and aspirations that you have about the game.
Well, that name sounds like Kobe Bryant to me.
It's interconference time for these Thunder as they come in as the visiting team. The excitement of the NBA is on the way. With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. The rugged duo of Ibaka and Adams in the middle. Russell Westbrook out there with Andre Robertson. And it's Durant in at the 3 slot.
You know, it's hard not to think of great shooting when you think of Kevin Durant. What he's really worked on over the past few years, though, is his playmaking. He's averaging 4 to 5 assists a game these days. Impressive.
Here's Westbrook. Jahlil Okafor making his last shot. Quick shot there, and it's off target. Here's Cannon. Here's Smith. Cannon kicks to Embiid. Here's Covington. Off target with the open look.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Durant, no good.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
Cannon dishes to Okafor. Goes back up, and he gets it to go.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Passes it to Robertson. The baseline J. Okafor grabs the miss.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
From 12 feet out, and it's blocked by Ibaka. And Durant, here we go. The kick out to Westbrook. Fires the 3. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Don't underestimate him. He can knock that down.
Pass to Covington. The 8-footer. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions. Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
Now, here is Smith. Sweet little floater.
And guys, the Spurs coaching tree extends pretty far these days. Coach Brett Brown, another former member of the Spurs staff, to be leading an NBA team.
The 76ers have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. He kicks to Cannon. They get it again. Jacks up a 3. Here's Embiid, and that one is stuffed right through.
And that putback about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
Exactly what happens when you don't box out, Greg.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. Well, Greg, for Brett Brown and the Spurs connection, he was an assistant in San Antonio for 7 years, was really indoctrinated in how the Spurs conducted business, Clark, before coming to the 76ers.
Yeah, he's got an interesting accent, too, a mix of Boston Australian from where he grew up and where he spent a lot of time, but no doubting his passion and his coaching ability. He's good in both.
He was actually a head coach for Australia for a while in international play. Okafor kicks to Embiid. They set the pick. There's Cannon with the 3. The shot misses. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well, Greg.
Hey, kid, you ready?
Assist from. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. There's the feed to Covington. Now the dish to Embiid. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. Cantor checked in for Oklahoma City. Foy comes in for Kevin Durant. The free throw drops for Embiid. And guys, the Sixers drafted Embiid 3rd overall despite a foot injury that would keep him out all of his rookie season. Came to the Sixers with a back issue out of Kansas. Of course, they knew all this going in.
Yeah, and Kevin, the Sixers have made an art here lately of drafting players who aren't immediately eligible to play. 2 years ago, it was Nerlens Noel who sat out the season with a knee injury. Last year was Dario Saric, who played overseas, and now Embiid.
Offensive rebound, Noel. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
Waiters no luck.
You know, regarding Joel Embiid, the foot was not his only injury when he entered the draft. In his one season at Kansas, he battled both back and knee injuries. Obviously, though he's very young, his durability is of some concern.
Yeah, he looked clumsy on that one. He was not going to get away with that.
Yeah, he climbed all over him. I mean, there's a picture of that one in the officiating manual. So, clear, easy call.
Carl Landry's checked in for Joel Embiid. And a switcher also for Oklahoma City. Kyle Singler's checked in for Russell Westbrook.
And talking about Joel Embiid, there are some who feel the Sixers targeted guys in the draft last year who couldn't help them win games. One wonders at what point does it become anti-competitive.
Scooped up. Landry passes to Noel. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first. Waiters dishes to Ford. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Foy's got his first points of the game.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Here's Grant. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Not much the defense can do once he gets to the bucket.
And Waiters kicks to Singler. And the basket good.
This has been a thriller. You cannot say enough about the way these two teams have competed.
All indications, Greg, are that this game is going down to the wire. I mean, I'd be surprised, actually shocked, if it ended any other way.
Oklahoma City's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Here's Waiters. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Grant, that's good.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well.
The three. The shot is off. Waiters. No good. It's all tied in Philadelphia. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And Kevin Durant, former MVP, still feels like he has room to grow, and he gives us some insight into that philosophy.
I think it's another level I can go to.
Well, the will seems to be there, Greg, but Kevin Durant seems surrounded by uncertainty. Can he get that and stay healthy for the entire season? How does he work with his new coach? Where does he really want to be?
You know, the truth is, no one but Kevin knows the answers to those questions. And quite frankly, he may not know right now what those answers are. He's a very unique and introspective kind of guy, as we all saw when he accepted that MVP award a couple of years ago. So let's just stay tuned on this one.
And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And guys, what's your take so far on Philadelphia?
A lot of times the team that owns the paint is going to come away with the victory, and that's what they've done here thus far.
Yeah, why change the plan until they make you? And that's where they should continue to attack moving forward, going inside.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And so in the game for the 76ers, Smith is out there with Isaiah Cannon. Then it's Robert Covington, and there's Nerlens Noel, and it's Okafor, and at the 5, home in the paint. Embiid, he's checked in for Noel. Cannon kicks to Okafor. Chance there to take the lead, missing.
And who could forget the tear that Westbrook went on last season? I mean, after the All-Star break, it was just triple-double after triple-double for him.
Fast break, Philadelphia. Smith's running. That puts them in the lead. Smith's got the lead up to 2 now for the 76ers.
That is up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
And really, basketball is about rhythm, and that allows your offense to flow better. Now let's see if they can build on it and keep this lead.
Well, Greg, for Westbrook, as you were talking about him, the triple-double stretch included 4 in a row. He had 6 triple-doubles, Clark, in 8 games. He was sensational.
Yeah, it really was, Kevin. And what's even more amazing was that he was very close to a triple-double, even on the nights he didn't get one. Man, he's a guy who showed you what it means to carry a team.
Nick Stauskas is checked in for Philadelphia.
Nick Stauskas.
The 76ers have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. And we have an intent. Foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Smith outside. Okafor in the post, defended by Durant. Can't get it to go. So the Thunder will take it the other way. Adams with it. Now Okafor defending. Here's Roberson. That three off the mark. The 76ers lead it. Smith the pass to Stauskas. Embiid dishes to Stauskas. Embiid sets the pick for Smith. Kicks it to Embiid. Kevin Durant with the rebound.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
And the Thunder had plenty of reason to be down last year because of the injuries. A big place that it hit them was on offense. They just were not the same absent, mainly Kevin Durant.
Westbrook wide open. He fires. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. And that's now 8 points for Russell Westbrook. The Sixers shooting just 29% in the second quarter. The offense is suffering. And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. You go back to before last season with Durant. He was set to lead Team USA to their tournament, but had to withdraw from the team club.
And, you know, withdrawing Kevin might have been the right play to keep him healthy. He still ended up on the shelf a good while last year, but I still think it was the right decision on his part.
And the Thunder going with a whole new group out there. Hits it from three-point range. And the 76ers lead by 2. Clark, this tug-of-war game continues.
You know what? And they just keep flip-flopping the lead again and again and again.
And, guys, that's lucky number 7 already in this game. And as competitive as Durant is, and, you know, it was strange to see him take himself off of Team USA. But let's face it, that Paul George injury played a big role, not only in his decision, but in a lot of guys throughout the league.
2 minutes left in the second quarter.
Cantor kicks to Singler. Feeds to Waiters. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Some hang time on that rim puts a little whipped cream on that angel food cake there.
It's a tight ball game, and those displays of strength, Clark, can get one team rolling.
Agreed.
And also the other on his heels. Let's see how this one turns out.
Grant, that's good.
And, you know, Durant was not the only one affected by that injury to Paul George. To see something like that happen in an exhibition game can make anybody think twice about summer play.
It's deflected. Singler for 3. No luck, so Philadelphia will take it the other way. Kicks it to Stauskas. Covered by Foy. Clock at 6. Here's Grant. Another shot, and Embiid finishes inside. Embiid's got the lead up to 2 now for the 76ers. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try.
And it's Foy missing. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. For 3, Stauskas. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Ibaka's got his 3rd rebound tonight. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. The Thunder have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
And he knocks down the first one. And the 76ers with some changes. Nerlens Noel checks in for Joel Embiid. Hollis Thompson comes in for Jeremy Grant. And it's Cannon in for Nick Stauskas. And both free throws good for Waiters. 76ers shooting not great, 40% for the game. Here's Cannon. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
Good on the second free throw. 8 seconds left in the first half of the game. Dishes it to Cantor. And he makes good on his first shot of the game. Cantor's got his first bucket in this one. Clark, 8 lead changes now, and we're still just in the first half.
You know, both teams showing a lot of resistance.
And a pretty tight.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We welcome you to the halftime show on 2K Sports. A competitive matchup for Oklahoma City in the first quarter. The largest lead for them during the period was 4. The second quarter was a strong effort for them as they continued to battle, and they were able to close out the half in a good position. Kenny, let's get your take on Oklahoma City.
Well, they're playing some unselfish basketball here.
And that's it for halftime, as the second half is just a...
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game.
Their biggest problem is dealing with Westbrook. He has 8 points, and he's knocked down a pair of three-pointers in this game, too.
And maybe it's time for them to set a few more screens for him up top and let him add to that total.
And on the floor for Billy Donovan as we get into the second half. Durant the 3 and Ibaka the 4. Roberson is out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Adams in at the 5.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Kiwi Steven Adams.
Somebody's skin is pretty strong defensively, too.
Nice shot by Smith. The Thunder with the lead. Westbrook kicks to Ibaka. There's the triple. The offensive rebound. And the pass to Adams. The feed to Westbrook from downtown. The shot is off. And Philadelphia the other way now. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Here's Cannon. Clock at 6. From about 16, the Thunder pull it in. Ibaka's got 4 rebounds in this game. Durant for 3. Rebound by Smith.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
He dishes it to Embiid. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Pick by Okafor. Covington passes to Embiid. And it's Durant with the rebound. Durant's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Roberson, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there, dead on target. And they've gotten good looks, you know, so that's one reason they're frustrated. Maybe he can come up with something to get them an easy one, maybe get to the line.
Yeah, you know, that may be the answer for them. But you know what else, Greg? Ultimately, I think because they're getting good shots, they'll make a better percentage of them going forward.
And the 76ers call time here.
And I think taking a time here to talk things over is a smart idea.
One of the things you want to do is make sure everybody is clearly on the same page with the game plan. And sometimes you need a timeout to make sure that's the case.
Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for the 76ers. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Morrow's checked in. Philadelphia started to create a little bit of an identity last season after all their transactions, Clark, and shifting around. They settled down and came together.
Yeah, and I tell you, it looks like the identity will be the Sixers being a defensive team going forward. Offense has its fits and starts, but defensively they found some traction.
Screen by Smith. There's the double team with Westbrook. It's Cannon atop the key. Top of the key jumper, no good.
As you said, the 76ers will be a team built on defense going forward. At least that's what it seems like to me. They have very active hands and can bother a lot of shots. They also force a ton of turnovers as well.
And the 76ers with some changes. Noel comes in for Robert Covington. And Nick Stauskas is subbed in for Cannon. Waiters, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. And Noel kicks to Stauskas. There's a screen by Noel. Here's Okafor. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Okafor's got 8 points.
And, you know, guys, the Sixers did force a lot of turnovers, but they also gave the ball away the most in the NBA, so kind of negated the turnovers they forced. They can be as defensive as they want, but they've got to get better at taking care of the ball if they're going to improve.
And Clark, as we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, exactly right, Kevin. I mean, these teams just simply keep trading baskets, and as a result, trading the lead.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion. That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
Durant just inside the line, and Philadelphia grabs the miss.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Noel dishes to Smith. Out left to the wing. There's a screen by Noel. Oklahoma City takes possession.
You know, that's hard to explain, that play. I mean, I guess he thought he had more room than he did.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Enes Kanter comes in for Adams. And it's Foy in for Anthony Morrow. And Okafor with the block. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's on Kevin Durant.
Nick Stauskas had some great moments on the court last season, guys, but perhaps his most memorable contribution was his nickname of Sauce Castillo. Came out of nowhere, but it stuck with him, and he's going with it. I'd love to hear the story behind that.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Landry's checked in. Well, Clark, as you were talking about Nick Stauskas, he earned the name Sauce Castillo last year. Came about when a bad translation on a Kings game referred to him as that name in closed caption.
And guys, credit to Stauskas because he ran with it, made the most of the opportunity, even launched his own Sauce Castillo hot sauce. And I can't attest to if the sauce is any good, Kevin, but I'm still waiting for a taste test.
I am too. Put it on what? Put it on bread and crackers and hamburgers. Okay, we'll try it. We'll try it. The Thunder shooting not great, 40% for the game. Westbrook passes to Durant. Here's Kanter. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark to the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
And Foy kicks to Durant. He feeds it to Waiters. Oklahoma City moving it around. He is guarded by Waiters. Thompson in the corner. Lots of room. Russell Westbrook with the rebound. Westbrook's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of the...
Let's give a hand to your own Sixers dancers.
All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good. The Thunder with the lead. Robert Covington out there with Okafor. Then it's Joel Embiid. Then there's Ish Smith. And it's Cannon in at the 2. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Smith dishes to Cannon. Here's Covington. They set the pick. Embiid kicks to Smith. 6 to shoot. Pick by Okafor. And it's Smith penetrating. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Foy, the pass to Roberson. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
And I'm sensing something special going on here tonight.
It certainly does have the feeling of a classic, Greg. Let's see which team is better equipped to handle the pressure.
That's good. And that's 10 points for Jahlil Okafor.
That's a brain freeze right there from the entire defense. Now is not the time to lose your focus. And guys, Dion Waiters is a man who has never met a shot he didn't like. Despite shooting less than 40% from the field last season, he just kept on shooting. Now, every once in a while, he'd get hot and it would look good. But when he's off, which was most of the time, it didn't look very good. He's got to improve shot selection and shot discipline.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sideline.
Yes, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Billy Donovan as he addressed his team. As this game enters winning time, and it really could go either way, he wanted the chance to check in, make sure they're all on the same page, and sticking to the game plan to close it out. Kevin?
Ray, getting back to Waiters, there's a reason the Cavaliers dealt the former 4th overall pick in the draft. Not only did he shoot poorly, but Clark, he averaged less than 2 assists a game.
Yeah, I think it's a mindset adjustment with Waiters. I've loved his talent and his ability to make plays and shots. Now he just has to recalibrate his thinking so he can be effective in the role he's asked to play.
Durant's checked in for Oklahoma City.
They ran that inbounds play perfectly there to get the quick hitter.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Kevin Durant has been getting it done. He has 8 points and some good assists, too. 4 of them.
Fundamentals have been on display. He's just done it all today. The passing and also knocking down his freebies.
And that's exactly what they've needed from him, those 2 things.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's foul number 2 for him. A little over a minute and a half of the 4th quarter gone now. Good.
Isaiah Cannon with a basket.
The Thunder shooting 43% for the game. Left side Durant to the left wing. Robertson dishes to Durant. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And you talk about momentum. That sort of action delivers a type of energy to your team that you just can't quantify.
You know what? I'm going to quantify it right now, Clark. And this is a close game, and that was something special.
And really,
Good try.
in a game, you guys, in a game like this, though, when you have a chance to send a message, you do. And boy, did he ever on that play.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. Robertson. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The 76ers have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the 4th. A pretty nice efficiency there. And Embiid throws it down.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
Guys, a potent offense right now.
Yeah, Kevin, really the offense is flowing quite nicely right now.
You know what, guys, and they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
Good. And now a 5-point 76ers lead. And look at how the hustle game has been going for Philadelphia.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
The number of second chance points they've gotten is also impressive. I mean, they've kept so many possessions alive with offensive rebounds.
Pass to Cannon. Top of the key. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Adams has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Baseline J on the way. Another miss by Westbrook. The 76ers leading by 3. Here's Cannon. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Smith's got his 4th assist in this one.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
Yeah, saw some things that just weren't working for them and wants to make some adjustments.
Yeah, and no reason to wait around to do that, Greg. I mean, might as well make those adjustments right away.
1:58 left in the 4th quarter. He's looking for Okafor and finds him.
Talk about some great numbers for Okafor. He's got 10 points, and he's rejected a shot over the course of the game, too.
And it easily could have been more. He's played an effective game at that end of the 4th.
He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in. And now a person gets the bucket.
Really good work on the interior. That is a critical 2 points there. That was an ideal scenario really for him. Point-blank range and also a size advantage.
And the 76ers call time here. They're in front by 2. We've got 1:48 left here in the fourth quarter. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter. Cannon kicks to Okafor. Covington passes to Smith. And it's Okafor at the elbow. And the rejection by Ibaka. Out of bounds, Oklahoma City takes possession. Oklahoma City trailing. It's Durant with the drive that evens the score.
They are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
And you really can't say enough about his composure in the big moments, as cool as they come.
Smith kicks to Okafor. Tries from 10. And it's Okafor again missing.
And that's a well-contested shot.
Well, we've seen him before. He does not allow you to just get easy baskets. He's always going to make you work for it. Well, they've done a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
And that's why they're on this run. You get that close to the hoop, and it's a lot easier to make shots. That and one free throw upset to a two-possession game. Costly foul on the shot that time.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
Guys, their play close to the hoop has been great all game.
Yeah, but Clark, the other thing that sticks out for me, the number of assists they've made over the course of this game.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second.
What a performance. Just look at the game for Smith. He's got 8 points, and there's a nice number in his assist column as well.
It really has been, Clark. He's created a lot of open looks for his teammates. Very unselfish play from him today.
And they're pushing it up. Here's Embiid. Money!
Those are huge points.
Beyond huge, partner. I mean, they needed that bucket desperately.
For Oklahoma City, they've gotten exactly 2/3 of their shots to find the bottom of the net here in the fourth, 8 of 12. It falls! And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy. And just look at what Durant is doing. My goodness.
Cannon from long range. Offensive rebound. Okafor sinks it.
And the rebound and the foul show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match.
Yes! Big bucket. They've got to play for a stop here with the 2-point lead. No open threes.
And Philadelphia calls time here. They're down by 2. 23 seconds left in the game. What's your take, guys?
And it all comes down to this. Still enough time on the clock that they should be able to get a real good look.
Yeah, and in this case, you debate often. You hear guys debate whether to take a 2 for the tie or a 3 to win. In my case, with this situation, I think you go hard inside and see if you can get a good shot in close.
Here's Westbrook.
And with that basket, you'd have to think this lead is secure.
I'm almost ready to go there with you, partner. Not quite. I'm hanging around at that 98% mark, so it's just about done, but I need a little more evidence to close the book on it.
So a close game sees Oklahoma City taking this one. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And, Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they shook.
Kevin, this game a tight one and perhaps a...
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan Player of the Game, Kevin Durant. He had an outstanding fourth quarter where he really shined, pouring it on heavy down the stretch.
There was nothing they could do to slow him down, Ernie. Man, you go into a building on the road and completely control the action like he did. Only a few players could do that, Ernie. I'm impressed.
This was vintage Kevin Durant we saw tonight, fellas. Just tearing it up. He's got the most diverse set of skills out there from an offensive standpoint. There isn't anything he can't do.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll
You're always going to have people who don't believe that you're really good at what you do, you know, and that's probably more so because they haven't figured out how to be good at what they know or don't even know how to do, you know. So, you know, that's just what it is. You know, every level you reach, you're going to come against obstacles, and you have to combat those obstacles in order to move forward. It's almost like playing a video game, you know what I mean? And then the prize is your sanity. Word.
Ha. Come on with it. Come on with it. Come on with it. Ha, 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 ha. Come on with it. With it. Come on with it. With it.
Me and you getting it on, don't even go there.
Come on with it.
Once I bring it to you, you won't be safe nowhere.
More levels, more devils. Diesel, airing out the stage like a Neville. Brother, leave you. Dot on your face for no good reason at all. We in a bad place. Ha, ha. Hip hop is separated by the nice and the nice not. Underground and I'm ice hot. What rap my age still keep the mic hot. Ha, ha. Couple hip hop butter beans. Big sluggers move with me, it's a gutter team. I love women who know the boom from the back. OG still could fill a room when he rap. Mike Blessing in a recession is food giving back to occupy labels that move, didn't wax now. Here come Bumpy on a primo track to represent hip hop from where we go back. Crap.
Come on with it.
Me and you getting it on, don't even go there.
Come on with
the 2K Sports pregame show.
And on one of the epic nights in the NBA, welcome one and all to the All-Star Game on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside former All-Star Shaquille O'Neal and a guy who has watched the All-Star Game a lot, Kenny the Jet Smith.
Oh, I thought you were going to say your name. You've watched it a lot as well.
And I'm fixing to watch another one. Tonight, it'll be the West All-Stars up against the East All-Stars. And even though today won't count in the standings, still such an exciting day in the NBA, and both teams are up for this one. And guys, still some time left till tip-off. Let's talk scoring. Kenny, how did you look to establish yourself at that end of the floor, and when did you know you were in for a big night?
Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. And it's time for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. You'll see the West All-Stars and the East All-Stars. Now a look at the West All-Stars starting lineup. Russell Westbrook out there with Steph Curry. And there's Bryant, and it's Durant, and it's Leonard in at the 4 slot.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
And stolen by Kyle Lowry. And laid in to finish the break.
And I love that the instant that steal was made, they were out in the open floor.
Ball pressure leading to the run out. Man, it doesn't get much nicer than that. That is sweet, sweet stuff.
The drive by James. Here's George. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two. The East All-Stars shooting their first free throws of this one.
Your East All-Stars, Paul George.
He's off on the first.
Taking 2 shots.
And he's good on the second. And Bryant kicks to Curry. Outside Leonard. It's Kobe Bryant on the wing. Here's the three. Rebounded by Anthony. Quick start here for the East All-Stars in this one. It's a 5-point game. And Steph Curry with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Chris Paul, he's checked in for Steph Curry. Now here's LeBron to the middle. And there's Paul George on the assist by LeBron.
That's just run-of-the-mill for him. A typical day at the office. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
Paul outside, feeds to Leonard. Paul kicks to Kobe. Right side Durant, 5 to shoot. Good D by James.
Great looking defense, really, just to disrupt the rhythm on that shot.
Yeah, really turned it from a simple, straightforward look into a very difficult shot.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Pass to Lowry. Inside. Shot is off. Good work defensively by Kobe. West All-Stars still look like they're getting going. Looking for the first basket of the game.
It took them a while, but finally they take the lid off.
You know, sometimes all it takes is one to get a team going. We'll see if that's the case here.
A shot by Anthony. Nobody around. That 3 off the mark.
I tell you what, you can shake your confidence missing wide open shots like that.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Lowry drives in. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the East All-Stars.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers. Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great rhythm on that. You can see the disappointment in his face.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top.
George dishes to LeBron. On the wing, George. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead. George has got 5.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Isaiah Thomas is checked in for Kyle Lowry. So an almost entirely new group now for the West. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Durant. Aldridge comes in for Leonard. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Kobe. And it's Klay Thompson in for Russell Westbrook. Now here is Aldridge. Left block shot on the way. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. Anthony, the pass to George. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
From deep, Green.